Okay, let's dive into the latest from the Misfortunate Bastards. And let me tell you, this time, the biggest, scariest threat they're facing, it's not some monster with claws and teeth. No, it's silence. After an absolutely insane night of chaos, the party wakes up to a morning that is just far, far too quiet. And that quiet is way more terrifying than the battle they just survived.
I mean, think about it. They just fought for their lives against these monstrous Wytes, summoned from another plane by some mysterious sorceress on a rooftop. You'd expect to find the town of Brindinford in a complete and total uproar, right? They were probably bracing for guards, barricades, panic in the streets, the whole deal.
But what they got was this. The shimmering portals, the monstrous tentacles from the night before, all gone. Replaced by bright sunshine and, get this, laughing vendors. The streets weren't just calm, they were pristine. Every single piece of evidence from the fight, the bodies, the chaos, it had all just vanished.
That quiet? It was way more terrifying than the actual battle. The only proof that they hadn't all just shared a collective nightmare was this one single scorch mark left behind by Rothan's fireball. So this wasn't a dream. This was a cover-up. And it left the bastards with a really chilling question. What, or who, has the power to just clean up that kind of chaos? So their search for answers leads them right back to square one, the bookstore. This was the epicenter of the whole attack, the exact spot where the summoner made her stand. They had to know why this specific, unassuming little shop was so important.
Inside, they meet this shopkeeper who is an absolute master of saying nothing. He's just a wall of nervous smiles and fake ignorance, and he expertly deflects every single question. They try intimidation, he doesn't budge. They even refuse a pretty hefty bribe. This guy is hiding something, and he is disturbingly good at it.
And then they see it. The one clue, hiding right there in plain sight. Behind the counter, there's a curtain, and stitched on it is the exact image of the otherworldly monster they just fought hours before. It's so blatant, so arrogant. You just know it's got to be one of two things, a taunt or a trap. So as the rest of the party is getting absolutely nowhere with the shopkeeper, Indy, their ever-resourceful rogue, decides a more direct approach is needed. The time for talking was officially over. While the others keep the shopkeeper distracted with pointless questions and offers of gold, Indy just becomes a ghost. She eases right past the counter and slips behind that unsettling curtain, disappearing into the shop's hidden rear section. And what she finds back there tells the whole story. The front of the shop, all poetry and repair manuals, that was just a facade. The back room was a library of pure darkness, filled with forbidden books on summoning and dark magic. This wasn't a bookstore, it was a cultist's workshop. Indy follows this weird shimmer in the air, and it leads her to a hidden staircase going down into the dark. And at the bottom, this monstrosity is waiting for her. A gibbering mouther, a literal nightmare of amorphous flesh, eyes, and teeth, and its maddening babbling immediately starts to clog her sanity. She scrambles back up the stairs, with this creature just oozing right behind her. As soon as she gets a moment, she sounds the alarm. And in that one instant, the fake quiet of the bookstore just shatters. The trap was sprung.
The whole party leaps into action, but the situation just escalates immediately. As the mouther surges out of the back room, a second sorceress, who looks identical to the one from the night before, appears on the stairs. And just like that, they're trapped between two deadly threats.
And in that chaos, the Misfortunate Bastards became this well-oiled machine. You had Garth, the barbarian, just smashing his way through the shop. August, the ranger, neutralized the shopkeeper, taking him right out of the equation. Rothan and Toril held the line against the new sorceress on the stairs, while Matthias, their cleric, shielded his allies with divine power. Every single one of them played their part perfectly. So faced with defeat against the bastards, the sorceress chose destruction. In one last fiery act of defiance, she drinks a potion and just exhales a cone of dragon's breath, setting the entire bookstore on fire all around them. But even with the fire doused and the enemies defeated, the most chilling discovery was still to come. The fight itself was over, but the full scope of this conspiracy was only just beginning to reveal itself. And here is where the trap was finally fully revealed. After putting out the flames with their decanter of endless water, they found the back door was barred from the outside. The shopkeeper had claimed to use that door every single morning. It was an impossible lie, confirming he was a willing participant in all of this. They had to get out, right now. So, Rothan presses their magical key of Bastion to the front door, and the party makes a tactical retreat. They don't just escape, they vanish into their own private sanctuary, dragging their new prisoner, the one person who might have the answers they so desperately need, right along with them.
And that leaves us on a fantastic cliffhanger. The Misfortunate Bastards are safe, for now, and they have a prisoner who knows the truth. But the true nature of the darkness that's infesting Brindinford remains a total mystery. As they found out today, that little bookstore, that was just the beginning.